Hello and welcome back to Junior Finance, where we talk the future of finance with the future generation. Today we're back at AMP Token, taking a look at the technical analysis. What just happened, everybody? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you want to see more content like this. And of course, nothing I say in this video should be taken as financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. Do with your money what you want. This is simply education. Alright, jumping into the chart, we can immediately see this double top formation that has formed. Now, what I thought was going to happen was we had this trend and I thought we were headed back to the line before a big pump to the upside. However, the market just wanted to go up. We hit that resistance point at the support point, at 4.7, and then we immediately went to the upside. However, that did not last. Again, we hit an immediate resistance at that same line that I had drawn before coming back down all the way to pump up above that line, which is a huge move to the upside, meaning that it was likely going to pump up, and we hit the previous resistance point that we have had here. And not only did we hit it once, we hit it twice, right? It came right back down to this line before heading up and doing that same resistance point as it had already done, right? We came crashing back down all the way below into this range, and it hit once again resistance right there at this line, right? We're only confirming that this is a major level, right? What are we doing now? We're coming back on the downside, okay? What does that mean? It means we're going to have the same cool off that I was talking about, right? We're on that downtrend. We've hit the resistance. It had its double top, which is a very bearish sign, and we are heading down to the downtrend. The only question, and which I'm going to be attempting to solve in this video, is when is it going to hit that resistance on this downward momentum. Well, looking at the greed and fear index, we can see that the market is in a very greedy place with a value of 68. Now, this is a great sign for AMP token and likely means that we are not going to head all the way down to the bottom of this triangle, this range, but it means we're going to find support somewhere along here before finally bouncing up. For that, we can draw the Fibonacci retracement onto the chart, and we can see our levels of support and our levels of resistance beginning to form, right? Looking at the very bottom where I've drawn the triangle, we can see the lowest point and the very top as the very highest point. And along there, going to the first, you can see we have hit that as resistance right there. Moving to the next level, we've had it as support right there. Next level, support, right? Next level, resistance, okay? All of these levels have had support or resistance in the past, which means it could hit any of these levels and it could bounce right back. But these are the levels we're going to be talking about in this video, right? You can see right here, we've got 4.4, we've got 4.7, we've got 4.9, and then we've got 5.1. Those are going to be the levels to watch out for. And we could see support forming at any of those price ranges. Looking at the larger chart, we can see we have been in this triangle for a long time, all the way back since May, June of 2021. We've had these higher lows, but we've had lower highs, right? So what happened? We broke out of this triangle, but we broke it to the downside, very bearish sign. But what happened is we had that wedge, like I said, form. And guess what, guys? It bounced back all the way to this trend line, right? Right up there. Now that is a very interesting move, right? Confirming this trend line. And it got rejected, and then it was on its way to the downside. So that only confirms more that this is going to be our large spot of support. This is the downtrend line, and this is the wedge line that I have drawn in the last video. And what we can see is this move, and if we do get all the way down here, we are going to hit both lines as a spot of support before making a huge pump to the upside. But do keep in mind, like I said, there are lots of spots of resistance and there are lots of spots of support along that Fibonacci retracement line in that range. So do be aware that all of those are certainly a possibility. Guys, looking at the Fibonacci retracement on the larger scale, if we go from the top of this pump all the way back in August to this low that we have hit, that new low, guess what we see, guys? Right here, where it got rejected, is exactly on that Fibonacci retracement line. This is a huge level of resistance, and if we want to make any progress to the upside, we are going to have to break out of that, right? We saw that resistance form back there, and it didn't retest it all the way until now, and we had that double top before coming back to the downside. If we look at the indicators, we can see on the MACD that we had that double top formation. This is a very bearish sign. We had that double top. Even while it was a higher top, we saw a lower top on the MACD indicator. And what do we see? We saw a crash. But that's not the end of the crash, guys, right? It is still going. We saw that exact double top formation occur back here in early September, right? We got double top. And then what do we see? Immediately a crash to the downside. We got this double top. What do we see? We're crashing to the downside, right? That's the question, though. Where are we going to go on the downside? However, if we do look at the RSI, we can see that the RSI has been in an uptrend, which is a very interesting sign because everything else has been technically in an uptrend, although with very bearish signs, such as in the MACD indicator. Although the RSI does not indicate any bearish price action, to me, it looks very bullish. We've seen consistently higher lows and consistently higher highs. Although, just going off the RSI is not enough to tell really anything. But if we can break above this huge resistance point here at 5.8, where are we going, guys? We're going to the moon? Well, not yet, right? There's another huge support here, huge resistance right at 6.1, which I think is going to be the next range. I think then we're going to see some small consolidation unless we have a big move in the market, right? Some unpredictable event happening, but likely is we're going to see the same consolidation that we had just for a short time, just for a few days, possibly before heading on a large move to the upside. Moving out to a larger Fibonacci retracement, we can see generally where we are going to be going. Now, first of all, we hit that resistance spot again right at the Fibonacci retracement level, right at the 0.236 level, right? So after that, where are we going? Well, that means we're going to the 0.382 level, right at around 7 cents. That is going to be our next big spot where we are headed. And after that, right, we got 8 cents and then 9 cents and then all the way up to 0.105 cents, right? And that's where we're going to be looking. I think that it is very possible to see AMP token hit 8 to 12 cents by the end of the year, right? We are going to be heading into that bull trend. It all just depends on when, and it depends on how much sentiment is in the market for how high we are going to go, right? AMP token releases a partnership that is going to change everything. Then we could see it hit possibly new all-time highs, right? Here, all the way, the next level would be the 17-cent range. But if there is no news and there is no sentiment in the market, yeah, we're still likely going to see a bull trend because the whole market is going to be in a bull trend, but we are likely not going to see something as big. It may be only back up to 7 cents before that consolidation, or possibly 8 cents, right? Everything depends, and we are going to have to wait and see. But like I said in this video, those are the spots to look out for, right? So keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens in the short term. I think we are going to hit resistance here around 4.7, but if we break through that, then we are going all the way down to 4.5. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more junior finance, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. What cryptos do you want me to cover next? Make sure to hit those in the comments down below. And of course, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.